Hey everyone, it's a Whiteout, and today I've got a tutorial on how to make a completely hidden piston staircase. Now this isn't too hard to make. It's a lot of wiring and it's kind of complex, but it's once you get used to it, it's not bad, and it's, like I said, completely hidden. And I will include 2 saved downloads in the description, so watch for that. But anyway, you hit this lever and the ground that was there disappears and then stairs pop out. And then once you come down here, you can hit this lever again and the ground goes right back up to where it was. So let's go ahead and get started. So to get started, go ahead and figure out where you want your staircase to be, and go ahead and change the 4 blocks on the bottom of the ground just so you can see where they're at for future reference. That's why I changed the blocks to gray right here. And so you know, the way that we're going to be working with it is while we're looking at it, this will be the bottom of the staircase. So the bottom of the stairs will start right here and end up there. So for the left side of looking at it, and the middle 2 blocks, break it down to 1 more block deep and then go out 4 blocks past that. And like I said, this is 1 block deep and it's on the left side. Then on the right side, come to the back block and go down 2 blocks and then extended 1 up. So this is what it looks like. I changed the bottom just so you can see the difference for up here, but you don't have to do that. So then on the left side of your line right here, perpendicular with it, go ahead and place 4 blocks down just where the other blocks would be, and then place 4 more blocks on top of that. Then bring this out 1 more behind it, and then come out 1 more just on the bottom. So this is what it looks like. And then we'll do the same for the right side, except for only the top 3 blocks. So don't worry about the last block right here. And then we'll go ahead and build up on top of that, bring it out in the back, and then connect it on the bottom just like that. So that's what that looks like. Then from here, on the left side with the trench, come out 2 blocks past the end of the trench and go ahead and build 2 blocks up. And then you can place redstone on top of that and then place a lever right above that. Now I do have this open up a bit. You don't have to have it as open. I'm just doing that to make it a little bit easier to see things, but you can choose the size. Now the actual size of this is a minimum of 17 blocks wide and 13 long. I think it's that way. It might be 13 long, 17, I think it's 17 wide and 13 long, but that's just a complete bare minimum. I would suggest 20 by 20 and then 3 blocks high. Okay, now for the next lever, we'll just go ahead and place it. I'll place it right here. You can pick pretty much anywhere for this. Just kind of try and keep it around this area just to make it a little bit easier, and try and keep it in line with that one, but that's all up to you. I'm just doing that to make it a little bit easier. But from here, we'll go ahead and place some sticky pistons. So on these blocks on the left, go ahead and place 2 rows of 4 sticky pistons facing inward. And then on the bottom, place 4 more pistons facing up. So every piston that we use in this will be sticky. And on the left side, that's what it'll look like. Now for the right side, it's a little bit more complex. Place 2 pistons right here facing inward. Then place 2 more facing inward just like this. And then on the bottom left, place 1 more facing upward. And that's what the right side will look like. And if it doesn't look like that, then it won't work. So from here, we'll go ahead and connect our levers to an XOR gate. So from wherever you decided to bring your levers in, come to the one that's in the front of the staircase and extend it out, and make sure it runs 2 blocks past the edge of these blocks right here. And then on the corner, go ahead and place a repeater, and that's just to make sure that the power reaches. And then go ahead and run wire. Now once it gets to this block that's perpendicular with this block right here, place 5 more redstone wire, and then we can go ahead and build the outline of our XOR gate. Now for our other lever, we'll go ahead and bring it in. So place 3 more blocks, so it'll be 4 blocks long, and it should come 1 block away from this one if you use the placement of mine. Just make sure that it comes in to the other side of the XOR gate, and it does need to come straight in. So now we'll go ahead and connect all of these, and whenever that's triggered, that'll come in and it'll work just like this one will. So for XOR gate, we'll go ahead and place down 3 redstone torches on top, just like that. Then come to the back side and place 2 more torches, just like this. Now we can go ahead and connect these on the back with some redstone wire, and then we can place some redstone wire just like this. And the only thing left is 2 repeaters right here. So that's what the XOR gate will look like when it's done. This is what it looks like from the front, and this is what it looks like from the back. Now from here, we'll go ahead and begin to wire our 2 AND gates, which are necessary to power this because they make the timing work. So we'll go ahead and bring these wires out. Now, sorry, I just kind of got confused there. Bring your redstone wire out 5 in length, and then make a little trench that's 1 deep and 2 wide. Now in that trench, go ahead and place a redstone torch on the inside of it, and then place some redstone wire on the outside and run that 3 blocks past the end of the trench. Now from here, on the first line that comes up out of the trench, place 3 redstone wire going to the right side, or going straight, so it'll make like a little backwards L. Now we'll do the same thing on this side. Count off 3 blocks from the first block of from the first line of the trench, and then place 3 more redstone lines, so it'll make another L. Now 2 blocks to the left of that, we'll place 3 repeaters down, just like this, and the timing is important. The first 2 repeaters need to be set to 3, and the back repeater needs to be set to 2. Now we'll do the same thing on this other side. Place down 3 repeaters, set to 3, 3, and 2. Now we'll go ahead and wire the front of our AND gates up, or wire our AND gates, I'm sorry. So to do that, we place 3 blocks down, so these will be our inputs on both of them. Place 2 redstone torches on the top, and then 1 on the back side, and connect it with redstone wire. So we'll do the same thing on this side. Connect it with redstone wire, and then bring your redstone wire out on the outside of that redstone torch on both of those, 2 blocks length, or 2 blocks long. From there, on the first redstone, or on the first AND gate, you'll see that there are 2 blocks between the first, or the last stair block, and the first redstone wire. Or the closest one, I'm sorry. And we'll go ahead and place 2 blocks down, just like that. Now on the second block, the block closest to the actual pistons, we'll go ahead and place down a repeater. So don't touch that timing on the repeater, but connect it with redstone wire. Now run this redstone wire to the right 2 blocks. And then we'll go ahead and place 2 more repeaters. Now both of these repeaters need to be set at 3. Then we'll bring this redstone wire out 2 blocks to the left of these repeaters. Then we'll bring it up on top of these blocks behind the pistons and run it across the top and the back block. Now we'll place 4 repeaters in front of those lines, but don't touch any of the timings on these lines. Now we'll come back down here and drop down into the trench. Now on this first block that comes down, place a redstone torch on the inside of the block, and then run redstone wire for 3 blocks until it reaches the end of it, and then place 2 redstone repeaters at the end facing inward towards these 2 blocks. Now we'll go ahead and place 2 redstone torches right here, and then we need to jump out of the trench and come around to the front next to the first lever. Now from these 2 redstone torches right here, the closest one to the lever, the first one towards you, you'll place a redstone repeater right to the right of it facing outward, and a block right next to that repeater. And then you'll run redstone from the outside of the repeater up to the top of the block. And that will be it for the first, or for the left side of the stairs. So we can go ahead and flip that, and if everything worked right, each one of those sticky pistons should push out, and then those should all push up. And if we flip the lever again, they should all retract and go back in. If any of them don't retract and go back in, then there's probably a timing issue or something went wrong and you should check it now. Otherwise, if that works, we can go on to finish wiring it. So we'll go to the second AND gate, and off of these two redstone wire right here, place one repeater down, but don't change the timing. Now go ahead and run some redstone wire to the right of it, drop down into this trench that we made, and place another redstone torch on the inside of the block. Now we'll run some redstone wire to the edge of this block and place one more redstone torch. Now it will be opposite of those, and that's fine. That's what we want. Now we'll jump back out of that trench and do the same thing as before. Run the redstone wire up those blocks and around to the back of the top. Now we'll go ahead and place 3 more repeaters right here, but set the right one to max. If you don't do that, then it won't work right. And that should be all there is to it. If everything was wired right and you did everything correctly, you can flip that switch and you should see that it all works. So now the only thing left to do is place the stairs down. So I'll go ahead and place these stairs, and then on these 4 right here, these 4 sticky pistons, you can place your grass or your dirt or whatever you're going to use as the top, and then we'll go ahead and fill in everything. And you can place blocks right above these blocks that you're going to use for the top. That's fine. Now what you want to do is flip the switch when you're up top so you can see exactly where those blocks come, and there you go. Everything's covered up, and now if you flip that lever up top, you'll see it disappear and your stairs pop up, and you can walk down and you can flip the lever and everything will close back up, and there you have it. That's all there is to it. So if this video helped you out, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thanks for watching, guys.